Shalom Chavrim, I'm Stephen Benoon. We have breaking news yet once again. InfoResist.org. This is not a pro-Russian site by no means. They are resisting Russia being there, but they're only writing in the Russian language. Of course, Ukrainian and Russian languages are somewhat similar, pretty much like it is in most countries in the eastern part of the European region there. You are looking right here on your screen. What you're seeing written in the Russian language says the General Staff, the Russian troops have deployed in combat formation on the border of Crimea. Guys, this is exactly what we were showing you, and they're showing it now here on InfoResist. In this paragraph, what you're looking at right here, it's speaking about how that the Russian troops have came in. They came in on August the 8th, I believe, is what they report in here. They're not showing that there, but anyway, they're showing that they're bringing in howitzers. The 122 millimeter howitzers, they've been coming in with that. That, by the way, guys, are the Ukrainian soldiers that brought in the 122 millimeter howitzers that fire off that. But they're claiming that Russia has done the same. They're speaking about how the Russian is digging in on the trenches, etc., getting ready for war. Now, let me tell you something. If Russia is moving in and digging in, that doesn't look too much like an offensive attack to me, but rather a defensive posture. They're about 14 kilometers on the inside of the borders. They do show on the map. They've noticed that they're in two positions on the Crimean border, and that happens to be where two major roads come into Crimea, the peninsula of Crimea. So yes, Russia concerned very much that there is a planned attack on Crimea to take it back. Remember, last night's news, we reminded you what we showed you back in March, how that, what was it? NATO claimed to have Petro Poroshenko's back with, if he would do an alliance with Turkey. They met him and President Erdogan about taking back Crimea. So Russia, I wouldn't trust Erdogan as far as you could throw him. Think about it, guys, there. And we shared again how that they had been making that plot, making that plan, and now we're seeing that the news is coming out on InfoResist saying that Russia is digging in. They are there. But what got all this started in the first place, guys? Remember this video here I shared with you. This here is where NATO-backed Ukrainian forces were sending in tanks on the front line of Donetsk. All right, now Russia, in response, this was on July the 8th. We broke this news. We brought this video to your attention from the Frontline news report there. This is the pro-Russian separatists that are in the eastern part of Ukraine. They keep up to date what's happening, just like NATO is saying all this. There are things they're saying about how that these guys here are launching attacks and using illegal weapons. Well, guys, I hate to break it to you, but it happens to be, even according to the OSCE, the humanitarian rights group, say that where the pregnant woman was killed along with 3 other civilians, it was done from the direction of the, guess what, Ukraine-controlled side, Petro Poroshenko's side. And it is known, according to Russell Bentley, who is there in the region, they're fighting alongside of his own people there. He's a Texan who is there helping his people, that yes, indeed, guess what? They are firing illegal 122 millimeter shells into the Ukrainian citizens in the eastern part of Ukraine. And we show you how Brian, who's with the, the Vertical, comes out absolutely misrepresents the UN findings where it speaks about the East Ukraine citizens that have been murdered at the highest number ever killed by what? The Western Ukraine Petro Poroshenko-backed government. But what does Mr. Brian do in his interview there? He kind of twists the way the report sounds and makes it look like it's Western Ukraine's dying and it's those civilians. So, who started it all? Again, it is the Ukrainian side. And believe me, when people try to tell you that Russia was the one that moved in, that's a complete lie, guys. It was not. Russia did not move in on Ukraine to start with. It was a coup, an internal coup. Russia would have never done a coup when he already had a president that was very pro-Russian. But that president refused to go along with this EU plan of becoming a member with the EU. He did want to do the EU plan, but he also wanted to have economic agreement with Russia. And when he refused to do that, CIA moved in and they did a coup, overthrew the government, installed their own little puppet, Petro Poroshenko, as the president, and it's been a neo-Nazi campaign, a genocide against the Russian-speaking people in the East Ukraine ever since then. So what did Putin do? Because he does have a naval base. He's paid for the right to have his naval base with 20,000 soldiers there in Crimea. When this coup happened, he had to make action quick to protect his military asset. The United States would have done the exact same thing. You don't see the United States moving out of Turkey just because of failed coup attempt there, do you? No, you don't. All right, so this is what happened, and this is what got it all started. So now we're in a situation where Russia has moved in. But you know what? Mainstream media is only going to show you Russia moving in. They're never going to show you what I just showed you here. Look at all these Ukrainian flags there. This isn't 2014. This happened on August the 8th of 2016. Excuse me, July the 8th of 2016. That's when they moved in. That's when Russia, they were trying to get Russia to launch an attack. Russia didn't. Russia, though, and we reported it, first ones to bring it out, Russia did sent tanks in. He sent in about a dozen tanks to help the people of East Ukraine, but he didn't send in his own forces. But I'm not going to sit here and just protect Putin. I have to tell you the truth. Yes, Putin has sent in his forces. He did it during 2014 when he sees his people taking a beating. He has done it. And has he moved forces to the northern Crimean border? Well, we were the first ones to show you that as well. We showed you the footage, train loads of these things going to the front line. So yes, he is doing it. You want to see it? I'll be glad to show it to you again. This is exactly Putin did. We broke this one right here. This was when it was on the train still in Russia, headed to Crimea. All these tanks, these are armored personnel carriers. Yes, there is the Grad launcher, so you are right, Ukraine. They did send a Grad launcher too, but I also showed where you sent about 5 Grad launchers down to the border with Crimea, and Russia anticipating, and those little cars there, I'm sure they got Russian troops in there that are going to man all this equipment, just like we showed you in the video yesterday. So no, we're not covering up what Russia's doing. We're showing you both sides of the fight and what's going on. It's getting serious and it's getting late, guys. I tell you, pray for these people. These are human beings that will die in this war, not just the soldiers, but as it's been going with Western Ukraine under Petro Poroshenko, they've been killing the civilians as well. And the UN has even said it is dangerous, and neither side has taken that into consideration. Well, I've seen video after video after video where the people in Ukraine, where the civilians are dying, are begging NATO to get their warmongers to back off. But they're not going to do it, guys. I'm very sorry to tell you that, but they're just not going to do it. I'm Stephen Benoon. You're watching Israeli News Live. Shalom.
በጎንደር አዘዞ ከፍተኛ ውጊያ እየተደረገ ነው 24ኛው ክፍለ ጦር ማዘዣ አካባቢ በህዝቡና በመከላከያ ሰራዊት መሃል እየተደረገ ያለው ውጊያ ይዜና እስከ ተጠናቀረበት ጊዜ ድረስ ተፋፍሞ መቀጠሉን ለኢሳት የደረሰው መረጃ መልክቷል መከላከያ ሰራዊቱ ከባድ መሳሪያ እየተጠቀመ መሆኑንም ከአካባቢው የመጣ መረጃ መልክቷል መከላከያ ሰራዊቱ በዶሽቃ ታግዞ ህዝቡ ላይ እየተኮሰ ሲሆን የታጠቀው የጎንደር አርሶ አደር ከመከላከያ ሰራዊቱ ጋር የሚያደርገው የተኩስ ልውውጥ የጎንደር ዙሪያን የጦርነት ቀጠና አስመስሎታል 24ኛው ክፍለ ጦር በቀጥታ በውጊያው ላይ መሳተፉን መረጃዎች ያመለክታሉ በሁለቱም ወገኖች በኩል ስለደረሰ ጉዳት የታወቀ ነገር የለም በሌላ በኩል በጎንደር ህዝብ በወሰደው እርምጃ ቀበሌ 18 በእሳት መቃጠሉን ያከባቢው ነዋሪዎች ለኢሳት ገለጹ ቀበሌው የጎንደር ህዝባዊ ቢተኝነት እምብርት የሆነ አከባቢው ነው የተቆጣው የጎንደር ህዝብ ቀበሌውን በእሳት ማቃጠሉን ያገኘነው መረጃ ያመለክታል
ሀገሩ እየተቃጠለ ያለ መሰለኝ ይሄ ቀበሌ 18 ቀበሌውን በእሳት ለቆሱታው ንብረቱ አው ቀበሌው አዘዞ ላይ ደግሞ ገበሬው ገብቶ ገጥሞን አሮ መከላከያው ጋር እኔ 18 ነው ያለው በቃ ምንም ቤት መታገኘው እዚህ በሙሉ ዝግ ነው ብዙ ከውጭ ነው ያለው በጣም የሚገባው በላይ በቃ ለነገራችን ከታጥባ የሞተው የኪዳነ ምሕረት ልጅ ነው የካሳ አካባቢ ሁሉ ባግባቡ አላቀውም እሱ ሙቷል የኪዳነ ምሕረት ልጅ ነው
እሺ
ጋራጅ ሰራተኛ ነው እዚህ በባታ የጃን ተከላካይ ደግሞ የሆነ 18 ዓመት እንኳን አይሞላው እሱ ተመጥቶኛ ራሳችን ከደግ ግንቦታ ከሚባለው ሆስፒታል ወስደን ያስገባ ነው ነገር ያለው አሁን ገብቶ ለዘገቡ አንዳንድ ነገር ለማግኘት በጣም አስቸጋሪ ነው እዛም እዚህ እንደነዳ ነገር አለ ተራላ በቃ ሙቋና አሁን ከበሬ ተቃጥሏል ከበሬ ለክሶታል አስቸጋሪ ነው ወደዛ ለመግባት ገብቶ አሬ መረጃ የምትቀበል ስለሚመስለው ሰው እነሱ ለራሳቸው የምትቀርጻቸው ስለሚመስላቸው አደጋ ስላለ ነው እንጂ ቀርጨ መላክችን ነበር የሚገርመው
ስለዚህ ቀበሌው ሙሉ በሙሉ ተቃጥሏል
አዎ ይኸው እየተፈነ ያለው በቃ ከዛ ወርጃለሁ በጣም ተኩሱ ሲበዛ ምክንያቱም አንድ ነገር ታንይዞ ወደዛ መግባቱ አስቸጋሪ ስለሆነ ስለነው ወርደን 18 ያለ ህዝቡ ውጭ ያለ ተቀላላ ካውቲ ያለው ከዛም እዚህ ይተፈሳል አሁን በጣም ሙሉ ያለብን ተኩሱ አሉ አዘዞ ላይ ነው አሉ አዘዞ ገበሬው ገብቶ መከላከያው ጋር ገጥሟል ነው የሚባለው ያደግ የጎንደር ዛን ያደግ ከማይወጣው ምቅላይ ገብቷል አሁን እውነቴን ነው ነገር
በቃ
ለይቶለታል ትንጠብቅ የነበረውም ይሄን ነበር አሁን በተለይ ማታ የበለጠ ተኩስ የበራው ሰው ይገባን ተብሎ የሚታሰበው ማታ ነው ማታ በኃይለኛ ጦርነት ይኖራል የሚባለው ማታ ላይ ነው አሁን በብዛት
በሄሊኮፕተር ገብተዋል የሚባለው የአጋዚ ወታደሮች ሄሊኮፕተሮች ይታዩአቸዋል በሰማይ ላይ ሲበሩ
አልታዩንም እንደዛ አይነት የሚባል ወሬ አለ ግን ያው መደበኛ ወታደር እንደገባ ነው ከትግራይ የመጡ አሉ ይባላል ትግራይ የመጣ ልዩ ኃይል አማራን ፖሊስ ሰላም ሰው ነው ያገባው ይባላል እርግጠኛ በመን ብቻ ግን ያው እንዳልኩ ነው የተለወጠ ነገር የለም ያም ገባ ከጦርነት ያው ፈቀቅ ያለ ነገር የለም
በጎንደር ህዝብና በመከላከያ ሰራዊት ማል እየተደረገ ያለው ውጊያን ተከትሎ በአጎራባች አካባቢዎች የሚኖረው ህዝብ ትግሉን እንዲቀላቀል ጥሪ ቀረበ ይዜናም በሚጠናቀርበት ሰዓት በጎንደር ከተማና አካባቢው ከፍተኛ የተኩስ ድምጽ እየተሰማ ሲሆን ህዝቡ ወደ አደባባይ በመውጣት መንገድ መዝጋቱ ታውቋል ለኢሳት የደረሰው መረጃ እንደሚያመለክተው እስካሁን ድረስ በትንሹ አንድ ሰው ተገድሏል ሌሎች በርካታ ሰዎች ቆስለው ሆስፒታል መግባታቸውንም ለማወቅ ተችሏል ይህ በእንዲህ እንዳለም ስለ ሁኔታው መረጃው የደረሳቸው በጎንደርና አካባቢው የሚኖሩ የታጠቁ አርሶ አደሮች ወደ ከተማው እየገቡ እንደሆነ ታውቋል ከአዲስ አበባና ባህር ዳር ከተሞች እንዲሁም ወደ ጎንደር የሚገቡ ሌሎች መንገዶች ዝግ መሆናቸውንም ለኢሳት ከደረሰው መረጃ ለማወቅ ተችሏል